I think there's so much more to Wyoming and Wyoming arts than the Tetons and the cowboy hats. I'm not drawn to the obvious beauty of Yellowstone. I'm drawn to the subtler, quiet things.
Tim Lawson is one of the great artists of our nation, and we're so fortunate to be not only living in the same time period, but to be living in the area where he's from and he's still so connected to.
I was born and raised in Wyoming, so Wyoming is part of who I am. Whether you're going to play, a football game in Cheyenne or a swim meet in Green River, you had to get through 250 to 300 miles of nothing, or seemingly nothing. Now, that part of Wyoming, that middle part, is the part of Wyoming that I'm most drawn to.
He can find art no matter where he is, no matter what he's looking at, and he just, again, puts his soul into it.
Tim did this wonderful series called Hometown. In everybody's hometown, there's a house like he is represented, or a gas station. Nothing was rosy or sunny. It was just very real. And again, it's very universal and connects to audiences, I'd say, also around the world.
One of the highest compliments that I can get is somebody will see a painting of mine of sagebrush or a rocky sandstone cliff, and they say, I was out on the 3T road and I saw this cliff and it made me think of your painting. As you mature as an artist and once you've kind of acquired the basic skills, then you spend much more time trying to paint what you feel. And that's where it gets difficult.
You really get the sense of that curiosity he has through his work. There was that one piece he did featuring the cow.
He found the bones of a cow in the land. He got permission from the owner of the land to take those bones. He connected them all back together to form a skeleton. And I think he did want to see the exact skeletal, to feel the muscles of the bone. You just look at that across the room and you just know that's a real cow.
Even though it was a black Angus, when I went to draw and started to draw, what we think is black is every color but black. They have these beautiful, warm sepia tones where, depending on how the hair falls and in the creases, you get this warmth, and then on their backs, they get this beautiful, cool reflection, and it can be almost blue.
Without the whole skeleton and the background of what he went into, it probably wouldn't look as good as it does.
He was always seeking how to become more nuanced, more sophisticated, more precise.
We seem to be losing our ability as human beings to see and think subtly. We seem to be moving toward black and white labels. You're this or you're that. I am drawn more and more toward the subtleties.
I think you'd be surprised at how kind and humble Tim is. He doesn't talk about his own work. He shares what's good about other people's work.
There's definitely work that I'm proud of that I've done, but when I look at my own work, I see where I've fallen short from that initial inspiration and that the image that I have, the picture I have in my head. You can never learn it all.